Gentle creatures, hello, welcome back to Murovanka. Again, today we're joining Countertop, and indeed, Perth 2711 in their Type 64s. Now, that is a sea of red on the enemy team. But, skill level aside, I've just opened this game. Let's look at what I would be thinking loading into this game in Type 64. Now, Type 64, one of the only Chinese light tanks with gun depression, 10 degrees, it's got a lovely 76mm gun? 76mm gun, 18.18 grams per minute, 0.4 accuracy, 2.1 second aim time, 115 alpha damage, 128mm pen, and 177 with premium, I believe, so it's not that capable at engaging the front of enemy tanks, but hell, that's not what this tank, or not what most light tanks are about. Now, I'd be thinking that there's top tier TDs on the enemy team. Borsig, guys, you Ferdinand, that's four top tier TDs for the enemy. Now, we have two bonus tier 8s, this T28, oh no, one. So this T28 is a bonus, T28 to an IS, tier 8 to a tier 7, so that's going to give us a bit of an advantage, but we have an M44 whereas they have a T71, and T71's effectively a tier 8 tank, so it does equalise itself out, I guess. Now, the enemy have a heavy tank advantage with that. Well, do they? Yes, because collateral damage. Carnarvon versus IS-20, okay, they cancel each other out, but the enemy have an IS, an Oni, a Tiger, and we have nothing except that Carnarvon. So the enemy will like a long, drawn-out engagement where their heavy tanks can fight, and if they lose that engagement, they're going to fall back with their heavies into line of fire of their TDs. So, what we need to avoid happening is we need to avoid going into an engagement where we get locked down or we can't do anything. We need to constantly be looking for a way to make plays and light up these TDs. This game, because there's not going to be a massive medium tank fight, it's very likely that in your light tanks you can be able to have a serious opportunity in a game like this to go for the arty, because there's only two opposing light tanks, there's a lot of heavies and TDs, so most likely there will be some openings. Now, Countertop going to the middle here, using 10 degrees of gun depression over this range line, does want to be careful. Where's the reticule? That's odd. Well, it looks like it's glitched out. My apologies for that. But I've taken up two fairly damn good positions here. I imagine, I may be wrong about this, but I imagine that Perth was originally, he might have moved, but was... Oh no, it doesn't look like he was. I like to use this bush, this position here, because it gets me vision out over all of that, and I can put out fire as well. It's a very useful position indeed. Let me just see if I can unhighlight that IS. There we are. But it does look like he's been able to get up some effective view range for his team in any case. Now the IS-20 is over here. The Ferdinand's been spotted at the back already. This flank for me is a no-go. The enemy have got just too many forces over here. That Ferdinand is platooned with the ISU, so we can assume that the ISU-152 is also back here. So the enemy have got this camped up. The enemy have put pressure on cap at this stage. We don't know what that could be. That's in the cap, most likely maybe the Tiger, T69, something like that. So, knowing that this flank is a no-go, what would I do right now? Would I be working on harassing, knowing that we're likely to not be able to win this flank that well anyway? I don't know. But in any case, side of the Oni, even with the very limited pen, 128 on these standard shells, is able to go through it like butter, because that's basically what it is. Like, it is not well armoured at all. Wow. I must say, I suppose I should have expected this, but the enemy are playing very badly. Why they would attack when they've got four tier 8 TDs just waiting for our team to attack, I have no idea. They should be waiting patiently on that flank and trying to encourage our team to attack so that our TDs can get involved in the fight. Now, I like this. They seem to be gravitating more towards the 1-2 line, and that is the right play from what I can see at this point, because it's more open. There's certainly more options for killing the enemy on this side of the map. And is he going to get the T-71? Yes, he is. Lovely shooting. Oh, this is an opportunity for a light tank. Look at all those fat-ass TDs. That house is destructible, Mr. Bulldog. Oh! That was a close one. God damn. Okay, wow, an RT spotted over there. Okay, so unlike what I was saying, it appears that I've been completely wrong. And the reason I was completely wrong is that I failed to take into account the amount of forces, the numerical advantage that Countertop's team had on the 9-0 line. Which was stupid of me, to be honest. The enemy team have won the 1-2 line, and the ISU is over there. Now that's unexpected, because the Ferdinand got spotted there, and he has also relocated. All of the enemy team's TDs have relocated towards the cap. That is quite something. Now, I think, at this point, I would wait. Okay, here's my plan at this point. I would wait until I see those guys die. Now, those guys are going to die. There's pretty much no question about that. However, they're going to need something to help them spot the cap, to help them get some intel. We've got Artie in play who can interrupt the cap. So, I would wait until these guys die. And then, as soon as they die, I know that I can YOLO from my position in the middle, and I can get all the way back into here. Now, why is that? Because if I'm here, for one thing, I'll probably light up the enemy arty and kill them. But for another thing, if I get attacked by the MT-25, by the Tiger, by the Ferdinand, by the Borsig, I can light them up, and because those guys down there have already been killed, my team is moving up and has supporting fire for me. So, I can work in this land, spot the camp for both the RT and my team, and I can win the game. That would be my plan as it stands. Just going to try and de-highlight. Yay, I did it! Okay, so, we'll see what the countertop does with this. Oh, I'm excited. Yeah, I'm excited. Perth on the other flank is relocating over there. The other option, and an option that's considerably safer, is to push up to G3 at this point. Well, I say at this point, you want to wait until that IS-20, T-43, T-69 die. No one has joined the enemy in the camp. That MT-25 might still be running around on the hills, and Perth is coming in. I'm not sure if they're communicating with this with each other, but it looks like Perth is going to try and spot, and Countertop is going to shoot. That looks to be the plan. But the enemy still haven't put more forces in the cap at this point. It's quite odd. Oh, there we go. A wild Borsig appears. And Countertop does not get spotted. Okay. Ooh, nice little flanking position out here. The Bulldog has done what I would have suggested doing at this point. I would have gone to there most likely, because it gives me the ability to spot these guys and engage these guys. But this is certainly a position that is working well. And 18.18 rounds per minute. When you don't have the disadvantage of thinking, oh, I'm not going to pen that shell. DPM on this tank is pretty damn respectable, as that Borsig found out to his very great cost. That's 1.5k damage now. And with 115 alpha damage, not going to finish off that guy in one shot. Oh, is that 100mm of side armor? How pleasant. I love Tigers. 1,500 hit points. Oh, so much health. And Wablano. Okay. Third kill of the game, and there's still a lot to do. 90mm of frontal armor on the ISU. It's at a poor angle, he's likely to bounce. What the hell is this Ferdinand doing? Oh. Wow. He really did screw himself there, didn't he? What the heck was he doing? Ooh. That was a very nice shot into the weak point of the Ferdinand. Let's look at that in more detail in case people don't know the weak spots. So the Ferdinand is the Tiger P-hole, or the Tiger P-hole is the Ferdinand, whatever you like. That means that it's got 203mm of frontal armor, I believe. So if you don't have a shot of lower plate, it can be quite difficult to pen. However, if you want to pen it with around 150mm of pen, all you have to do is shoot there. Because although you might think that would be an auto bounce angle, it's not. It's actually a weak point. There and there on the Ferdinand, get a bit of an angle on it, or even if you don't, you're still likely to pen it with 175. Those positions right there are really weak on the Ferdinand and the Tiger P, so make sure to take advantage of them if you get a chance. Now, the Type 64 doesn't carry a humongous amount of ammo, and he's down to 12 APCR shells. However, M44, I believe, has 240 hit points, I think. So, he's not going to need more than 3 shells to take this guy out of the game. And is he? Yep, that kill is mine. All right, well then, gentlemen, splendid performance by 2 little ninjas of light tanks. I mean, these tanks are just, they are incredibly hard to play. And they are incredibly high skill cap and high potential tanks. What I would say about this game is that Countertop did exactly what he needed to do, and he took advantage of the situations that he found himself in. The enemy team played badly, played poorly, but it's the skill of a player to be able to take advantage of that to the extent that Countertop did here. Certainly, there's more that he could have done by making a more aggressive play, but there's no way of knowing whether that would have got him killed, and I have no way of knowing if he was thinking something different when making the maneuvers that he did. So do be sure to let me know if you watch this video, Countertop, what your thought processes were in the game, and until next time, gentlemen, farewell. What? What? How is that a thing? No, I can focus on my gameplay. Headache! I will...
Violated #1 rule.
Oh, there he is.
He's camping.
Get in.